Chat's disabled. Why? It's odd. Fix this. All right, there we go. I appreciate the apology. Just don't start anything again in my chats, please. I would say so. I would just, yeah, just try to keep any drama to a minimum on my channel. Thank you. Hey, Allie, yes, I am back. My break is over. I gotta get back to it. Um, I I'm not really part of your friend group. I barely know you or the stream team. And while you said you reached out to me, I have not seen anything. So you can come here and enjoy my content as much as you like, but um, I can't make you any promises or guarantees, my guy. Um, I will need to put some thought into that. Yes, I appreciate that. Hi, Splatty Rat. Welcome. Thank you very much. Yes. So this is a canvas. I originally had a different painting on it before. I did for a history project. It used to be a painting of Abraham Lincoln, actually. And it was just an okay painting. So now I'm painting this little sleeping puppy over it for some local customers. Rewriting history. Yeah. I'm not comfortable with erasing history, but I think in this case, Mr. Lincoln would be okay with me, because I have a photo of the original painting that I used to have on here that I can post on my Instagram once it's complete alongside the final piece. But I think that doing something like this is much better than just letting it sit in my closet. I have some other oil paintings as well that I'll at least, I think I'm gonna repaint over the worst one, and then I'll just try and sell the other two for a little bit of cash. Because they're not my best work, but they still look decent enough to where I think that they are acceptable products. I should put a top hat. That would be fantastic if this wasn't for a job, because that would be great. Maybe in editing, or when I post the photos, I will put a top hat on him, or on her, because this is a she, this is Bijou, and she is a Chihuahua, and she's very sweet and very shy. I like hanging out with her. And after I blend this section here, I'll show you some of the other pieces that I've done of her, because this is going to be a $200 collection for Bijou's owners. And I have this one and then one more to do, and then it will be done. So let me pull up the others real quick. So we've got Miss Lola. Who is their other pet that they've requested that I paint. And then we have this Bijou that I finished earlier that I might be done with. I'll need to double check confirmation. And then this one. And then this one, and one more, so that will be a total of 5 paintings for $200, which I think is a pretty fair price in total. For some reason I was muted. Interesting. Oh, so many chihuahuas. My buddy Cronny has one as well. And YouTube, YouTube. Of course it's not. It's YouTube. Aww. Ooh, interesting. Port X. Nice. Oh, really? Muslim forbids the ownership of chihuahuas? I did not know that. Or is it just any chihuahua? Or is it just any dog in general? Oh, I did not know that. That's interesting, because I took a world religions class and I don't think that that was ever mentioned. I can appreciate, even though I'm Christian myself, I think that the Buddhist lifestyle is a very good way to live, of wanting to be good for the sake of being good, and the reward is feeling good because you did good, like knowing that it's all a positive cycle. I think that that mindset is true to an extent. But I also... Oh, she died. Oh, I'm sorry. That's so sad. Yeah. But I believe that also there is a higher power watching and rewarding all of it. I do understand the mindset of, like, the reward is doing the right thing. However, heaven sounds pretty awesome. I will need to refresh myself, though, on Buddhism, because it's been a while, so if I say anything inaccurate, that is completely on me. Take all that I say with a grain of salt in general, because I'm only running on 2 cups of coffee. I still need to actually eat lunch. Let's make 3 cups of coffee. I'm gonna take a swig right now. This is actually my favorite mug. Mug reveal. Because there's my mug. And my mug. Oh, that's sweet. I can hear it thundering outside. Might get some rain later. We're having fun, nothing to discuss. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Slay. Thank you. Yeah, I don't mind talking about it. I just don't feel like starting any fights because I disagree with someone. It's not even like a hate thing. It's more like, yeah, no, no thank you. You can do whatever you want with your life as a consenting adult, but I believe what I believe and I'm not willing to budge on it. Thank you. That's all there is to it. Also, thank you. Slay. Slay your enemies. Sorry, I love that meme. Got that nice little brown there. Little guy. But yeah, I don't mind talking about heavier subjects because I do think that, like, I don't like having a bury your head in the sand mentality. My ex kind of had that. And it would only lead to more problems. So I think that there's a balance between discussing and bringing up issues when necessary. Like, there's a time and a place when good and bad needs to be addressed, because you can't only focus on the good. So when sometimes bad does need to be taken care of, or you do need to recognize, you know what, I'm freaking upset, I'm sad, and that's okay. IDW mainframe. I don't know what that means. Are we talking like the comics, or... Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to, my guy. Whoa, big old flash of lightning outside. Now that's Florida for you. Still sunny, and then you see lightning out of nowhere. Oh, my dad gets my brother out of the pool. That's dangerous. Ooh. Oh, you're in Georgia? Cool. How are the peaches then? I'm sad, but I see why I'm sad. You have to solve all your own problems after all. Yeah, nice. Freaking fantastic. I actually don't like peaches very much. I like peach flavored stuff, but normal peaches are okay for one thing. I have always cut my hands on the pits. One guy tried to help me open it after I gave him my peach that mom got for me. Slices his thumb clean open. It was gnarly. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's why I think Inside Out is one of my favorite movies of all time, because it shows that there is a reason why we have sadness as an emotion, and why we feel grief, why we feel sadness, and why we feel hurt. It is a necessary part of life, otherwise it would not be there. It's when numbness comes and a lack of emotion, which is sadly encouraged. Numbness is very encouraged, and people say it isn't, but it's also a very passively glorified thing, similar to eating disorders and overworking yourself or parentified children. It's one of those things that people say is bad, but you also see it encouraged constantly through our habits and expectations. And I love Inside Out for that, and the ending will always make me cry. And I think Cinema Therapy put it best when they said, there is a type of joy, the truest type of joy, that can only be found after a profound sadness. And that is the catalyst of the film. And it tears every single time. I will always, always cry at the end of Inside Out, because, darn it, I really needed that at the time that I watched it, and I think that there's always going to be that small part of me. Oh, I'm a fruit Here's some more vegetables. The only veggies I love are... Ooh, yes. I love cucumbers. Back when Disney was good. Good grief, yes. Yeah, I actually made a cucumber sandwich. I stole the recipe from Sonic Unleashed. There's a scene where this like side character, Professor Pickle, which why did you name him Professor Pickle if he's gonna be obsessed with cucumbers? Is that the point? But anywho, he complains while he's kidnapped that his sandwich sucks, and he's like this hoity-toity British person. He's like, "Look here, do you see this sorry excuse of a sandwich?" And I memorized the complaint, and one day I was friggin' bored and hungry, and I was like, you know, I have all of the ingredients in this guy's complaint. I think that I'm just gonna make the recipe he demands. So he just, how is it that he phrases it? Evenly toasted bread till it's golden brown, then, um, then butter, cream cheese, thinly spread, and then thinly sliced cucumber and a pinch of black pepper. It's unironically so tasty. There was one time I made it, my dad's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's a cucumber sandwich." He goes, "A cucumber sandwich?" And he snatches it, takes a bite, and he goes, "This is really good. Can you make me one?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, Professor Pickle has good taste in sandwiches. They're very tasty. And get that hydration if you're someone like me who drinks too much coffee and not enough water. Yeah, there's water in coffee, but it doesn't really count. It is genuinely upsetting that I have to put more nutrients in my body than just caffeine all the time. Oh wow! Happy birthday to Tails. Good for her. Speaking of Tails, I really want him to get his own game. That would be cool. Or Silver. I want Silver to get his own game. Like, we have a Shadow the Hedgehog game, and we have multiple Sonic IP games. Just give him... Yeah, it's a diuretic. That's why you become more dehydrated. Yep. Yeah, because it cleanses your systems. Okay, hold on one sec. Alrighty. Sorry about that. I haven't played or seen Generations yet. I need to. Yeah. That makes sense. I don't think I've had problems with blood pressure. I know my dad does. But actually, it's really funny. So, my pops, I have to be quiet because he's in the room, but he has anger problems, and he was complaining to his doctor, and they're like, "Hey, you gotta learn to relax or your heart's gonna explode." And he's like, "But my wife doesn't listen to me and I have a disabled son." And the doctor apparently looked him dead in the eye and went, "Okay, and?" I would have paid money to see that. Get him! I don't want my dad to be unhappy. That is not why I'm laughing. It's just, oh my goodness, that is so funny. But yeah, I'm glad that you could join us, Splatty Rat. It's nice to have a new audience member. Bro said you ain't special. Yeah, my parents have the tendency to forget that I am also on the spectrum. They'll be like, because I get it, my brother's more severe than me, but also I have autism too, and it's like, why can't you just be normal? I'm like, which diagnosis do you want that says I'm not normal? Well, now you're just making excuses. So a diagnosis is an excuse? Okay. But yeah, it is very funny whenever, because my dad, he has a lot of authority. He has the power over his household. We've all been in a bad mood. My as a literal child, despite being 30 or me constantly. Oh, let me cook up the official DSM-5 list. Yes, dude. And I do understand that, like, I do understand that as a 22-year-old, I do have to learn more responsibility and be better at this. I mean, that's why I'm promoting my stuff online so that I can make this my career full time. And it's not even that I'm not applying for jobs, it's that nobody's hiring. That is, it is an issue. And I do have some things that I need to improve on. But also, when you tell me, hey, you should be more social or you should act more like a normal person, yo, let's go. Happy early birthday. Um, but I had a moment where my mom literally said, "That's a very autistic response," and I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of the point." Wait, how did they say it in Big Top Burger? Yeah, that's the point. My buddy Kate got me back into that show. And it's so funny. I love how intentionally horrible some of the scenes are animated. Whenever something is animated bad on purpose, that always tickles my funny bone. Like, bad, bad Gmod. Lighten this up. That's a major issue. Yeah. Oh boy, you have no idea. Because it's a double edged sword. Either people don't want to work, or the people that do, they don't want to hire. Um, and I can understand not wanting to hire me because I would be only part time, and then you have to go through all of this paperwork just for somebody who's going to leave in a few weeks. I do understand how that is an issue. However, um, it it really upsets me, and we just had a bill pass, so hopefully that will make at least taxes a little bit easier. Um, I I saw something that really just bugged me, where it showed how much construction was going into preventing homeless people from being able to sleep. And all I could think was, why would you use all of that concrete to put spikes on benches where not even like paying people could sit during the day? Like, even if somebody just hypothetically needed to rest their legs, they're now gonna have to just sit on the ground. But also, you could have built another, like, housing area with that. And I don't know the whole homeless epidemic, but I know a lot of people my age are now living out of their cars because it is so expensive to live. Like, one person did a very good job. I forget their name, but they did the math explaining how they got minimum wage, $15 an hour, and the hotel that they were, or not hotel, apartment that they were trying to live at wanted 2,000 a month, and how they just couldn't do that, and they would need to get a raise, but they were lucky to even get the job, and were terrified of always getting laid off, so they never got promoted, and so they would just live in their van near hotels because they knew the parking would be safe. And I've seen tutorials on basically how to be homeless and how to safely be in your car and make food and still apply for jobs trying to get out of the car. And I'm like, geez, crow. This should not be normal. My opinions on that are mixed because I understand contributing to your community, but you can't decide where the money goes when it comes to taxes. Um, so you have to pay certain things. Like, I understand paying your bills, like um, your water bills and things like that. But whenever, like, say again, something that doesn't support my religion, say somebody wanted to fund a parade of some kind that I don't align with for any reason. I wouldn't want to pay taxes, but I wouldn't have the choice because, yeah. And I'm sure there's more to it than because I don't pay them on my own yet, that I would need to research before I can make proper complaints about this kind of stuff. But I do think that I'm still making some valid points. And whenever I'm researching, trying to buy my own home, I realize, yeah, my family's probably going to be stuck with me for a little bit. And they're pretty chill with that for the most part. Jeez, $2,000 a month. Wow. That's insane. What do you do for a living, Ratty? Pharmacy. Oh, awesome. I actually need to refill my meds now that you mention it. And here comes the Amazon truck. My neighbors are always ordering something. I have a bachelor's in political science and I'm working on a social master's. Congratulations! That's incredible. Yeah, oh god, I feel that. Yeah, that's another part of why I'm looking for careers elsewhere, especially creatively, but I'm not actively chomping at the bit because I'm not in a horribly dangerous situation. It's a little bit uncomfortable at times, but that's just adults contrasting when it comes to just different worldviews and things like that. Like my technological knowledge and know-how is going to be very different from my family's, and I know more about online careers than they do, even though my dad is a retired engineer. I have more knowledge of this kind of stuff in online careers. However, yeah, I get that. But a part of why I'm more comfortable with the idea of staying with my family for a bit is, one, I'm near my grandparents, so I can get as much time as I can with them before, well, the inevitable. They're not going to be here forever. And I want to get as much time as I can with my loved ones. And I get that they're not going to, drop dead instantaneously. However, I was at college when my grandmother on my mom's side, my Mimi, passed away, and I'd lost my phone, so I wasn't able to call when it happened. When it happened to her, I wasn't able to pick up, and I still regret that because I know how much my mom misses her, and I wouldn't want my mom to be missing me so quickly right after graduating. And again, I just don't have it financially. I'm trying to. And I'm putting all of my money aside for an apartment of some kind, and I thought that I was going to get married when I graduated, but I'm single again, and I have been for a while now, and I don't really know where to start looking for a significant other. But I want to be there for my mom and for my grandparents especially, because I think that once they're gone, I'll prioritize moving out a little bit higher, but for right now, if I can be there for her and be there for them, that's more important to me. Oh, good. Yeah. I love my family too. I just don't always like them. I don't like being asked when I'm going to get a real job instead of being an artist, because this is one of the only things I've ever been good at, you know? And there are other things too, but it's not something that I need to be belting out onto the internet. Just disagreements, differences in life, having a disabled sibling. My brother is the reason I can't marry. Well, your brother shouldn't determine who you can and can't date. That decision's always going to be yours. Yeah. So you said that your brother was disabled, correct? Have you considered finding a home for him? Because that's a lot of responsibility for someone of any age. Because I know I couldn't take care of my brother. Not that well, at least, or on my own. And as he's getting older, my parents are looking into a place that can take care of him. Not because they don't want to, but because they're getting older. Their bodies can only handle so much. Minds can only handle so much. Shoot, he's just very close to me. And that's very typical for disabled siblings. My brother, even though we don't always get along, and I'm better with him than I used to be. But we're not like as close as we were when we were little. However, I would say it's very common because, like, for example, when I went to summer camp for the first time, he freaked out. He started crying because he didn't know where I was. So I think it's a combination of familiarity and especially if you are a very comforting presence, that's a testament to how caring that you are as a person if they feel that safe around you. But it's a double-edged sword because then when you are gone, that safety net is taken away. So I can understand your predicament. It's a very challenging place to be in, and it's nobody's fault, which can make it both easier and harder as you don't have anyone or anything to blame. It's just a difficult situation. That's it. There's no responsibility that you can just throw onto someone or something. It's just you reacting to the stimuli around you. And from what I'm hearing, it sounds like you're doing the best you can, which is what matters. Good. That's a very good mindset to have. Yeah, I have higher functioning compared to my brother. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a hard situation to be in, no matter what. I can understand that. How old is your brother? Oh, you said he was 33, I think, correct? And that's something that you can build up over time. Because I've had to build up my social battery, and I've been pushed a lot more than my brother has, because I can be, because it's safe enough to challenge me. But I have been pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed to go beyond my barriers. And while it is a difficult process, I can say without a doubt it is a worthwhile one. And I'm not saying just get over any problems that you have. However, I do think that being forced to be pushed beyond your limits, especially with autism, the discomfort and the sometimes fight that your sibling or yourself is going to put up in the moment, it will be well worth it later on. Yes, I agree. Bless your sister, Splatty. God bless your sister. Because that is quite frankly a hero's job. I could not do what my mom or what your sister does. I do not have the patience for it. I like kids, and I'm good at working with them, but with disabled children, they have more specific difficulties, and as one myself, I can only tune in so well to what they need. So I myself also am going to have a social battery and a patience limit. And oh boy, don't even get me started on people who are faking disabilities now. That is very infuriating to me. What is my art fight? Oh, it is CJ the Fox. So it should be just capital CJ THEFOX. I did a couple of attacks. I should have put that in the description now that I think about it. So I might fix that in a minute, because it's just you guys here. Just you guys. No, I'm very honored for any audience I have, big or small. If I could choose anyone to draw, I think I would want to draw Shadow the Silver or Tails. Yeah, there we go. So I've got this wood burning here. Sonic. This was all I used to draw back in the day. But here he is. Okay. Yes, that is what I was aiming for. Yes. Thank you. I really love their particular art style of the Riders games. Sonic Riders is just, I love the way that Sonic Riders looks. It is very, very pretty. I think that my headphones might be dead. Are they dead? They are. Oh, they weren't on. That. Yes, I love. Well, that would explain it. I was listening to some of my other live streams so that I could make a compilation, and I was like, why can't I hear anything? Is it muted? Yes, I love Snapcube. I quote it constantly. I've actually done some voice acting as Amy Rose for an upcoming project. Their soundtrack. Yes, dude. Okay, I will admit, when I saw Sonic 3 in theaters and Live and Learn started playing, I screamed so freaking loud. It was beautiful. It was so gorgeous getting to hear that song on the big screen. Absolute banger. Also, What I'm Made of Now from Sonic Heroes, the fight against, I think it's Neo Metal Sonic is what he's called? But that version of Metal Sonic, oh my gosh. I know some people were complaining that the transformation sequence is too long, which it is, but I kind of like how dramatic it is. And then we get this big, really intimidating character design. Metal Overlord, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, I love me some Sonic. Sonic is actually where I first started learning to draw. Sonic, My Little Pony, and Five Nights at Freddy's were pretty much my holy trinity when it comes to my creativity. Neo Metal Sonic. Yes. Yes, he should have. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, and I had, oh god, I was one of those, I don't really do OCs much anymore, but back then, oh man, I made a self-insert and I shipped her with Tails, and I didn't know that that was a common thing, because I didn't know what fandoms were, because I wasn't really allowed to have access to the internet until I was 15, or maybe 16. I know I wasn't allowed to have a phone or date until I was 16, which I think was smart on my parents' behalf, because I would have been screwed probably. Though I am sad I missed out on Vine when it was popular, because kids would come up to me and they'd go, "Hey, what's 9 plus 10?" And I'm like, 19? They're like, "No, it's 21." And I would do the math and I'd be like, "No, it's 19." Yes, dude. Oh, man. What did you think of the Minecraft movie? Have you guys seen the Minecraft movie? FNAF, MLP, Minecraft. Love me some Sly Cooper. No good grades, no internet. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. I've always had pretty good grades for the most part. I mean, I have all A's right now in my summer classes, and I'm pretty ahead in there. But my college is not the greatest. But you know what? I don't really care as long as I can get my bachelor's. Minecraft movie didn't interest me much, sorry. That's okay. It doesn't have to. That is A-okay. I can understand why. It's not for everybody. If you go in expecting something serious, you are not going to have a good time. You haven't seen it? Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, no. There was a Technoblade reference, and I saw it in theaters. That is the best way to watch the movie, for sure. Big screen, group of friends and loved ones, and just being silly together. I have actually not really played a lot of Minecraft. I did when it first started getting popular, and my friend got me into Minecraft YouTubers like Sky, yes, Technoblade, Sky. My favorite was SGC Barbarian. I thought that The Crafting Dead was such an amazing show and series, and I miss his stuff. I miss him. I hope that Nick is doing okay. I thought that he was cool and handsome. I really... Ooh, Yakuza, like a Dragon series. Kind of. I know of the Lion Yakuza from Beastars. Ah, yes, the days when we were kids and we didn't know all the horrible things going on behind the scenes. That's one thing that if I become a YouTuber, I think will be really funny, because the most controversial thing about me, in my own opinion, is being religious and not being an ally. Because I have no skeletons in my closet. Like, I'm not a spicy artist. I don't have any interest in minors. In fact, I'm actually very good with kids. I babysat them for a long time. I like animals. I am not a physically intimate person in that regard, so you're not going to be seeing me having any affairs or things like that. There is no spice when it comes to me. I am much like what I eat, and that is white bread. It's a series from Sega. Oh, I'll have to check it out. Hmm. I will have to check that out. I know I have a friend of mine that really loves Dragon Ball, and I got him a music box for his birthday. Ooh, F-Zero GX. Nice. Do you watch any of the YouTubers like Drawing with Waffles? I used to. I like Corey Kenshin a lot. Markiplier. Ooh, I do like rock and metal. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that she came back from her hiatus. I asked because you see you doing art videos. Yes. But you said Sonic got me into music editing. Oh, that's so cool. Painting is looking wonderful. Thank you, Lavender. Hi. Would you like to call or just hanging out in the chat? Just hanging out in the chat. Alrighty, you got it. I love editing. Yeah. Yes. Lavender is an amazing, incredible artist. Better check her out. Oh, interesting. that's interesting. That's really interesting. I like that. All right, how's this pupper looking? So epic. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Looking at your drawings makes me think of my older sister. Aw. Okay. almost done. Okay. I think that this is coming out pretty good. Oh, my back. Thank you. Alrighty, good night. Sleep well.
You said maybe. You don't know any of that.
Good night, Ali. Also, I can smell food. Oh boy. Oh. I love marble racing. Yeah, I use it as a way to cheat because trying to blend paint colors, one, so expensive, two, I'm just lazy. Also, I'm rewatching Revenge of the Fallen. Why does our protagonist get assaulted so much? like, Sam, you good, broski? Because for some reason Michael did. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I do like Michaela's response. It's like, is that your girlfriend? X. She's so valid for that. Good for her. Oh no, not this scene. No, not this scene. No, my king. Yeah, no, people assault is not funny. No matter if it's a guy or a gal, it's not funny. Oh, not the stab! Why does the camera spin so much? Michael, please don't screw this up for us. We need this franchise to live. I need... Wait, isn't it Skybound that's getting animated? I have to record some lines after this, actually. All the explosions. Alright, I think we're almost done with this one. Because I think that it's turning out pretty good. Oh, thank you. Alright, bye, Kate. I'm going to go eat. Let me just finish this. Much time. Okay, it does sound or smell really good. Yes, it sounds delicious. I mean, stuff can sound delicious. Alright. I'm gonna go ciao. Ciao. Ha ha! Ha ha ha! I am the pun expert. Alright, see you guys later. Bye bye!